Mercury was one of the major gods in Roman religion and mythology. He was the god of trade, money, communication, travel, language, luck, trickery, thieves, and boundaries. He was also believed to guide the souls of the dead to the underworld. Because of these roles, Mercury was seen as a fast, clever, and flexible god who could move easily between different worlds: the world of humans, the world of gods, and the world of the dead. In Roman mythology, Mercury was the son of Jupiter and Maia. He was closely connected with the Greek god Hermes, and many of Hermes's symbols and stories became part of Mercury's identity. Like Hermes, Mercury was often shown wearing winged sandals and a winged hat, which symbolized speed. He usually carried the caduceus, a staff with two snakes wrapped around it. This staff became one of his most famous symbols. Mercury's name is probably connected with words related to trade and merchandise, such as merchant and commerce. This fits his role as a god of business, profit, markets, and financial success. Roman merchants honored him because they believed he could bring good luck in trade and help them make money. He was especially important in places where markets, roads, and travel routes were active. Mercury was also a god of travelers and borders. People believed he protected those who moved from one place to another, whether they were merchants, messengers, or ordinary travelers. Since he was connected with boundaries, he also became a symbolic bridge between different spaces and different worlds. This is why he could act as a messenger of the gods and as a guide for souls after death. Mercury was also known for intelligence, speech, and persuasion. He represented eloquence, quick thinking, and clever words. This made him important not only for merchants, but also for speakers, diplomats, and anyone who needed skill in communication. However, his cleverness also had a mischievous side. He was connected with thieves and tricksters because he could deceive others and move unseen. In Roman art, Mercury was often shown with a rooster, a ram or goat, a tortoise, or his winged sandals and hat. The rooster symbolized the beginning of a new day, while the ram and goat were connected with fertility and abundance. The tortoise referred to the myth in which Hermes invented the lyre from a tortoise shell, a story later connected with Mercury as well. Mercury became especially popular in Roman provinces such as Gaul and Britain. The Romans often identified local Celtic and Germanic gods with Mercury. Julius Caesar even wrote that Mercury was the most honored god among the Gauls, because they saw him as the inventor of arts, trade, and practical skills. In the Germanic world, Mercury was compared with Wotan or Odin, which is why the day Wednesday is connected with Mercury in some languages and traditions. Mercury also appeared in Roman literature. In Virgil's Aeneid, he reminds Aeneas of his destiny and tells him to continue his journey toward Italy, where Rome will one day rise. This shows Mercury's role as a divine messenger who moves the story forward and carries the will of the gods. In Rome, Mercury had an important temple near the Circus Maximus between the Aventine and Palatine Hills. This was a fitting location because the area was connected with trade, movement, public life, and social tension between different Roman groups. As a god of exchange and mediation, Mercury stood between worlds, classes, and spaces. In simple terms, Mercury was the Roman god of movement, messages, trade, cleverness, and transition. He protected merchants and travelers, carried divine messages, guided souls to the underworld, and represented the power of speed, speech, and intelligence. His character was light, quick, useful, and sometimes tricky, making him one of the most dynamic gods in Roman mythology.